Our math warm-up today involves taking a look at some multiplication problems that are missing decimals in the factor portion, but they have the decimal in the product portion. So what I want you to do is number your paper or your board from 1 to 4 and use an estimate to place your decimal point. So go ahead and pause your video and complete those 4 problems and come on back when you're ready. Okay, let's check to see how you did. In our first problem here, we have the decimal point should be placed between the 7 and the 4 if we get a product of 66 and 6/10. This problem here, we need the decimal point between this 1 and 2 in order to get a product of 45 and 4/100. And for this one, we would place the decimal point between the 4 and the 1 to get our answer of 4,500 and 42/100. And lastly, we have decimal point between the 0 and the 8 to get a product of 79 and 68/100. How did you do? Our math message today, you'll need to go ahead and get out your student math journal. And we're going to open that up to page 304. And what you're going to do is you're going to read, sorry about that, the math message paragraphs up at the top of that page. Once you're finished reading, you're going to discuss with a partner what you learned up here in these 2 paragraphs. And then you're going to go about answering question number 1. So this is something that you'll need to do with a partner during class. Again, you're going to read the 2 paragraphs at the top. You're going to discuss with your partner what you learned, and then you're going to answer question number 1. So our lesson today is called Finding Your Heart Rate. And this lesson is all about multiplication and unit conversions. The reason we're doing this lesson today is because we need to be able to use real-world situations to solve real-world problems with precision, perseverance, and modeling. How we're going to do that today is we're going to use prior knowledge of multiplication and unit conversions. So this lesson doesn't have any new material that you're going to use. However, I want to get you to think about some things that might come in handy as you're going about solving the problems for today. So you might want to think about remembering and using the fact that 1 minute is 60 seconds. So that might come in handy to go ahead and make that conversion. You're going to be using similar thinking that we used with calculating how much money people would earn in another lesson. So think about how you went about solving those problems because it's going to come in handy with today's work as well. Estimating your heartbeat in different amounts of time will help you perform some of the calculations today. And using a calculator to check your work might also come in handy. So let's summarize. We can use skills that we already know to solve real-world problems, which is what you're going to do today. Using unit conversions can help make problems easier, and find the 1 of a unit makes conversion much easier. That means if I find 1 minute or 1 second or 1 hour of a particular unit, that comes in handy if I've got to figure out 5 seconds or 10 seconds or whatever the number is. So I'm thinking about all of those heartbeats out there. So good luck, have fun, and I'll see you in class.